since we're on an acoustic right now,
Uh-huh.
I want to fast forward decades in your career and go to one of my favorite songs from the mid '90s, which was "Change the World," which was Eric Clapton, of course, Kenny Babyface Edmonds, and mega hit. I think it was featured on a John Travolta movie, Phenomenon.
That's right.
And that was a part of the soundtrack there. And you played acoustic guitar. I think everybody presumed it was Eric Clapton.
Yeah. And then in the song, the bass part didn't move. Time later, it was that.
Yeah, right before the solo, probably.
Yeah. Eric wasn't there. It's just us building the track, and then he did all the solo parts, all the lines that you hear. Are Eric.
Yeah, so he just did the solo, and that was kind of his contribution.
Yeah,
in addition
I
to
think
the
so. Babyface played the thing really well as well.
Yeah.
And who knows if they didn't double things, but I don't know.
Yeah. And Dean, this was the guitar that was used on Change the World, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And what's the model of this?
It's a draggy. And he made it for me. I had just had a Santa Cruz guitar with a mahogany neck, spruce top, Brazilian rosewood, ebony.
Okay.
And but I talked to Peter Draggy. He was at a session, a James Newton Howard session, and I told him about that. I really thought a guitar. I just been to Hawaii with working on Walter Becker's album and met a guy named Keola Beamer who had guitars that were all a huge, chunky neck because he's a big guy. Mm-hmm. But I heard it on the radio and it was a tremendous sounding guitar, just great sustain. So I didn't have Peter build the guitar. He came back in a year and he built the guitar out of the same materials as what I liked on the D28 Santa Cruz, but with a big neck, thinking he'd make it overly big so that we could hone it down to size.
Yeah.
But it sounded so good. Right? It's got... It's kind of got a lot in there, and I was afraid to take it on sessions for a while because it was such a big neck. I thought, this is going to mess me up, but it plays so good.
What parts did you play versus what Clapton played?
Yeah, well, I was, so Babyface was there producing, and he had all of us rhythm players come at different times. It started with me and a drum machine, and he came up with a little... Now, this demo has almost the same part. I sat across from Babyface working out the details of what he wanted and what voicings he wanted here and there. And then I did the take and doubled it, I think. And then maybe JR was next on drums.
Okay.
And then maybe Nathan East was next on bass, and then Michael Thompson on electric guitar.
Yeah, he kind of put in the big pads and stuff like that.
Yeah. Beautiful production. but it was done at the same studio at virtually the same time, but not really.
What
We all
studio
did
was that?
overdubs. That was Record Plant
Okay.
in L.A. Yeah.
Wow. And so he had most of this, I guess he was showing you what he did, and then did you just chart it
Yeah.
or?
I just learned it, I guess he had written out a chord sheet on it.
Mhm.
I don't think I wrote it out.
Mhm.
Seems like he had something.